At the end of the 2024 season, Carlos Sainz will leave Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton will take his place for the next season. The Spanish driver seems interested in the Audi project, but a 2-year deal with Mercedes would be better while he waits for the Sauber project to come together. Carlos Sainz Jr. will need to hunt for a new team in addition to his usual driving duties. Ferrari didn't choose the Spaniard. While his contract will expire at the end of the 2024 season, the Scuderia has signed and confirmed Lewis Hamilton for the 2025 season. Rumors have spread since this story. Carlos Sainz Jr. is a 2-time Formula One Grand Prix winner who has competed for a number of teams, including the legendary Ferrari and McLaren. Red Bull also trained the kid of the 2024 Dakar Rally winner. He has an intriguing resume for any squad in the field. The most plausible rumor is a switch to Sauber. The 2026 project with Audi is quite ambitious, and the team is searching for an experienced but not too old driver. Carlos Sainz Jr. will be 31 years old by then. He will remain at the pinnacle of his career. Furthermore, his father has raced for Audi in a variety of divisions. Many evidence lead to a transfer to the Germans. However, 2026 is 2 seasons away, and Carlos Sainz needs to find a new squad for the 2025 title. Sauber will continue to be known as Stake F1, and unless something changes, the team will likely race in the midfield for 1 more year. At the age of 30, it's a dangerous proposition. One of the finest options is to join Mercedes. The Silver Arrows must replace the 7-time world champion, and doing so before the 2026 overhaul could be a wise decision in the near term. Mercedes may look favorably on this signing. Carlos Sainz Jr. is one of the few drivers in the 2024 market that has a track record of success and experience driving for top teams. He also has extensive experience. Along with this, Mercedes might use the chance to offer some of its young drivers extra time to gather experience. George Russell may acquire momentum and provide more plausible competition for the Spaniard. The transfer will be inferior, regardless of who replaces Lewis Hamilton. Mercedes is losing its most successful driver in Grand Prix history, a 7-time world champion. On and off the track, he will leave a space. However, the Silver Arrows might use their departure to reconstitute a project with a star driver, such as George Russell, who has been with Mercedes for some time. He could then face Carlos Sainz Jr., against whom he would be under less pressure due to their respective accomplishments. Damon Hill has questioned whether signing Ferrari's passed-over Carlos Sainz makes politically sense for Lewis Hamilton's soon-to-be former Mercedes squad. If you think about Carlos Sainz, he's come from Ferrari. Would Mercedes be comfortable taking someone who has been not rejected, but anyway passed over? The 1996 world champion reportedly told Sky Sports. So I think politically, that might not be so attractive for them. Martin Brundle, his fellow Sky Sports analyst and former driver, agrees. The problem is that if you're Mercedes-Benz, he's been kicked out of Ferrari. Do you want to? Said the former F1 driver. Does that have the right feel to take, sort of, Ferrari's cast-off? Even if it was for Lewis Hamilton. That's the cruel aspect of this. I think the kid's world-class, and I think he'll get a good seat. Instead, Hill feels Mercedes should look to Alex Albon, who would be a fantastic fit. I think Alex Albon would fit really well in that team. I think he's mature, I think he's got experience, and he's still young and quick. And I think that he'd fit in really well in that Mercedes team, and understand the culture, and have a good relationship with George, and be quick, and be able to deliver points. Despite losing his racing spot when it appeared that he would soon re-sign with the team, Sainz insists he has no hard feelings toward Hamilton or Ferrari team boss Fred Vasseur. He even stated that it is a no-brainer for Hamilton to race for the Scuderia. From my side, obviously no hard feelings with anyone, Sainz told the media in Bahrain. I think this is how the sport works. Obviously, I have a lot of respect for Lewis, the success he's had, and obviously the choice to join Ferrari. I would have done the same in his position. I think Ferrari's a great team, and at some point towards the second half of your career, or at the end, I don't know where he's at right now. He only knows, but for sure it's a team you would like to be part of, so I fully understand that. And with someone like Fred that he knows and he has a good relationship with and trusts, it's a no-brainer to go to Ferrari. From my side, obviously, as I said, no hard feelings. I'm focusing on my future and where am I going to go next. And in the meantime, I will keep doing the best I can for this team. Having hoped to decide his future in the early parts of 2024, Sainz is now looking for a new home on the Formula One grid after this year, following the shocking revelation that Lewis Hamilton is joining Ferrari in 2025 at Sainz's expense. Understandably, Sainz, the only non-Red Bull Grand Prix winner in 2023, is likely to be in high demand, and has been connected with Mercedes in a direct exchange with Hamilton, or even a sensational return to the Red Bull stable. And Martin Brundle emphasized that Sainz should be trying to join Mercedes or Red Bull rather than taking a chance on Audi. The German automaker will join the grid in 2026 when Sauber becomes the Audi Works team, though technical director James Key has stated that Audi will not be the final product until 2027. Brundle does not feel Sainz, despite his father's close relationship with Audi following their 2024 Dakar Rally victory, can take the risk of coming to Hinwil. He's 29 years old. He can't afford to go and tread water for a team that really is saying it's 2027 before we're ready to go properly, Brundle insisted. No, I don't think that is his next step at all. He's got to be looking at Mercedes or an Aston Martin, or going back to Red Bull. While he is aware that F1 2024 will be his final Ferrari season, Sainz has committed to remain a team player, despite Brundle's assertion that the Spaniard must have a Team Carlos mindset. Rather than feeling the burden of driving to earn a future spot, Brundle believes Sainz can let his talents flow in the 2017 season and drive more naturally, more freely, more easily. I think in a way he can be a free spirit and just let his natural talents flow now, said Brundle. He's driving for a Team Carlos to an extent, but being the team player that he is, he was straight back in and going, I'm a Ferrari man until the last lap of the last race sort of thing. But I think sometimes, when the pressure comes off like that, and you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain, and I had it myself in my own career 3 times, you just drive more naturally, more freely, more easily. As Audi prepares for their F1 2026 debut, it has been rumored that their intentions for Sauber have been expanded to include a full takeover of the Swiss team. F1 2026 will be a season of significant change for Formula One, with new chassis and power unit regulations entering the competition and the potential for a dramatic shakeup of the pecking order. Audi took a minority stake in Sauber Motorsport in January 2023 with the intention of increasing their holdings as preparations for their F1 debut continued. According to Bloomberg, the original idea was for Audi to hold up to 70% of Sauber Motorsport, but now that new CEO Gernot Döllner is in charge, the aim is to execute a full buyout, according to a source. The media contacted Sauber about the topic, and he neither confirmed nor denied the likelihood of a full Audi takeover. We don't comment on speculation, and we don't offer comments on the shareholder structure of the team, a spokesperson stated. Sauber's collaboration with Alfa Romeo has ended, and the team has now moved to stake, while the foundation for the Audi era is being laid. And Sauber driver Valtteri Bottas believes this is a process that can now be expanded post-Alfa Romeo. A little bit more now that Alfa Romeo brand is out, Bottas said of the work with Audi. I think the cooperation will start quite soon, I would imagine, because Audi already wants to be competitive in their first year. We've got Sauber, and now they will need to work together. But that's all going on behind the scenes. As a driver, whatever meetings and stuff is happening behind, we are not always aware of those things, but things are starting to pick up now. Which team you think will Carlos Sainz choose? Please let us know in the comments down below.